What if I told you that the entire, massive, complicated NFL schedule is run by a simple calendar? I'm not kidding. It's not some crazy, custom-built software. It's a tool you and I use every single day. And honestly, the way they pull it off is absolutely brilliant.
I mean, just think about the scale of this for a second. We're talking 272 games, 32 teams, millions of fans. And it's not just about the dates, right? You've got kickoff times, which TV channel it's on, stadium locations, last-minute promotions, everything. And what happens when a game gets flexed from Sunday afternoon to Sunday night? That one tiny change has to go out to everybody instantly and perfectly. How on earth do you manage that without it turning into a complete and utter nightmare? Well, the old way was a nightmare. You know the drill, just endless, massive spreadsheets. Someone's manually typing in data, and you just know there are going to be errors. One little typo could literally send thousands of fans to the wrong stadium entrance. But this new way, it flips the whole script. It all starts and ends with a calendar. And because of that, everything becomes automated, everything is instant, and it's always consistent.
All right, so let's dig into the core idea here, because this is the real breakthrough. It's all about changing how you think about the calendar. It's not just the place to see your schedule anymore. In this system, it's the command center. It's the master key that runs the entire operation.
The official term for this is a calendar-driven architecture. And what's so cool about it is that it completely reimagines a tool we all take for granted. Think about it. Instead of spending millions building some complicated new interface that nobody knows how to use, you just use the one that literally billions of people are already experts on. Every single action, creating a new game, updating a time, deleting an event, it all happens right inside a regular old Google Calendar. And that one simple click sets off this huge, powerful data pipeline in the background.
Okay, to really see how this works, let's meet our two main characters. On one side, you've got Mandy, the organizer. She's the one managing this whole beast of a schedule. Her goal, to never, ever have to look at one of those soul-crushing spreadsheets again. She just wants to do everything from her calendar. Simple. Then on the other side, we've got Zach, the fan. Zach doesn't care about any of the tech stuff. He just wants to click a button and get the right game info for his team on his calendar. That's it. This entire system is designed to make both of their lives ridiculously easy.
So the big question is, how does this actually work? Let's follow the data step by step. First up, we'll look at how the information gets into the system. This is what we call the ingestion pipeline, the journey in.
Okay, get ready, because this part is just so elegant. Mandy, our organizer, she just opens her Google Calendar, she creates a new event, Packers versus Bears. She puts in the time, Lambeau Field, and maybe in the description she adds a note about a tailgate party. Now here's the magic trick. In the invite guest box, she doesn't invite a person. She invites a special email address. Think of that email as like a smart digital mailbox. The second she hits send, that invite lands in the mailbox and an automated system instantly grabs it. It rips it apart, figures out the who, what, where, when, gives it a unique ID, and stores all that clean data in a big cloud database. Just like that, her simple little calendar event has become the single source of truth for that game.
And this is where that quote really hits home. The calendar itself becomes the create, read, update, and delete engine. It's so simple. If the game time changes, Mandy just drags the event block over an hour on her calendar and hits save. Boom! The system sees that change and updates the master record instantly. It's unbelievably powerful, precisely because it's so incredibly simple for the person using it. Okay, so the data is in. It's safe and sound in the database. But what about Zach, our fan? How does he get it? This is the second half of the story, the journey out. This is all about delivering that perfect calendar invite right when he asks for it.
All right, so Zach goes to the NFL website to check the schedule. He sees the list of games, which, by the way, is being pulled live from that very same database Mandy controls. He spots the Packers game, types in his email, and clicks that one beautiful button. Add to calendar. Now listen, this is the really critical part. The system does not just forward him Mandy's original invite. No way. Instead, it goes to the database, grabs all that perfectly structured data, the time, the location, those tailgate notes, and it builds a brand new custom calendar invite from scratch, just for Zach, right on the fly. Then it zaps it straight to his inbox. For him, it's just one click. Behind the scenes, it's this incredibly smooth, totally automated dance.
But hold on, it doesn't stop there. This isn't just a fancy delivery system that sends invites from point A to point B. It's so much more. This thing creates a complete closed data loop, and that loop powers a whole ecosystem of other tools.
That one piece of data from Mandy's calendar, that single source of truth, it's doing all the heavy lifting. It's not just for Zach's invite, it's what populates the entire public NFL schedule website. It's feeding live dashboards so organizers can see what's happening. It's the engine behind every single Add to Calendar button on every partner site. It can even be used for huge marketing email blasts. It's the ultimate example of change it once, update it everywhere, instantly.
Okay, but you might be wondering, what about feedback? Does Mandy just fire these invites out into the void? How does she know if anyone is actually, adding the games to their calendar?
Absolutely not. The loop is completely closed. When Zach gets that invite and clicks yes, that little piece of information travels all the way back to the system. It gets automatically logged and tracked, so Mandy can just glance at her dashboard and see in real time, wow, 50,000 fans have already added the Packers game. She gets a live pulse on fan engagement for every single game on the schedule. It's incredible.
So when you take a step back and look at the whole picture, you start to realize the real genius here. It's not about how complex the system is. It's about how profoundly, beautifully simple it is. So let's just break down the big wins here. First, it is just the ultimate in simplicity. Mandy uses a tool she already knows inside and out. No training, no new software. Second, you get real-time accuracy, guaranteed. A single drag and drop on one calendar fixes the data everywhere, no more confusion. And finally, it's built to scale to the moon. Because it's all running on cloud services, it can handle 10 fans or 10 million fans without even breaking a sweat.
And all of this really leaves you with one big question, doesn't it? We've just seen how a simple calendar can run the entire NFL schedule. So, what other huge, complicated systems in our own lives, at work, at school, anywhere, are just waiting for a simple solution that's hiding in plain sight? Maybe the next big breakthrough isn't some brand new app. Maybe it's just a new way of using the tools we already have.